need a tablescape that's a showstopper, then this is the one for you. I absolutely loved putting this together. As you can tell from the glee on my face, I've wanted to do it for a while, and I'm so glad I finally figured out how to do it. So I'm going to walk you through how you can put something like this together. It's summery, it's vibrant, and it's just perfect if you're hosting an event, or even if you're hosting indoors. I'm going to walk you through how to put something like this together. Now, I absolutely loved being able to grab pieces from Argos to put something like this together. I love the hurricane glass candle holders, and then these wax resist dinner plates, which are perfect for everyday use but also for tablescaping and special occasions. And how gorgeous is this wooden chopping board? Anyway, I have a dining table that is quite long, and I feel like it was perfect for this. But even if you have a round table or a table that's slightly smaller, honestly, it still will work out great because you can just adjust things to suit the size you have. So I started by laying out the concrete base candle holders, and I love how they feel like something you could have in your garden or on your balcony, but still perfect for using indoors. So I laid it out in a set of 3. My dining table is 2.5 meters for anyone who is wondering, so it is quite long. Now, the thing here is to make sure you're using preserved moss. Please make sure you have treated preserved moss, because the one mistake I made in the first time I was trying to use preserved moss at home was I didn't make sure it was treated. And for me, I love to use moss when it comes to the base of fake plants, but also the base of real plants. And I had a fiddle leaf fig that I was trying to make just look fuller at the base, and I added some moss, but it wasn't treated, so there was just bugs everywhere. There was bugs everywhere, and it was just a nightmare. So please, if you're gonna get some moss to use in your home, please make sure it's treated. And for something like this, once you're done with the tablescape, you can actually use the moss in other places in your home. I love putting it in big bowls, just for decorative purposes. It just looks great in a large vessel, like something that's quite shallow, or even at the base of your fake plants, or even the base of your real plants in your bathroom, like anything that you just want to take up a notch. This is great for it, and it lasts for so long. Like, wow, yeah. So I laid this out around the pillar candles and just made sure it kind of didn't look too structured. It almost looked like grass around candles. That was the look we're going for. And with something like this, honestly, you can make it as playful or as formal as you would like. I think this kind of setup would lend itself quite well to kind of like an Alice in Wonderland layout. If you wanted to add kind of those playful fake mushrooms, the decorative ones, you could do that as well. But that's what it looked like. And you could even leave it as is on its own, and it still looks great. Now, for the flowers, I use flower picks or flower frogs. I use plastic ones or acrylic ones. I would recommend using the metal ones because the suction and the grip on those look a lot better than this. That's what I would change if I had to do this all over again. For me, I think also what I would do is have some ramekins where I could include water at the base and then still cover up, you know, that base with the moss. You'll see what I mean in a second. But these are flowers I chose to use. Absolutely gorgeous. I went for anthuriums, which are the green flowers that you saw. And then these ones that I'm putting down now are celosias. They're kind of chunky, thick. For some people, they freak them out when they see them in person because it seems a bit furry, but honestly, it's just gorgeous to me, and it looks really great in pictures and videos. But also, whenever guests see it, they absolutely love it, and all the colors that it comes in as well. So here, I'm just sticking the flowers, the stems, into the flower frogs, and you want to make sure you cut these at an angle so they can easily go in. But like I said, I would recommend, if you need to set this up the day before, or if you need it to last more than a couple of hours, having a little glass ramekin, like a shallow one, that you can put the flower frog or the flower pick in and have some water so that, you know, the flowers are getting some water. But I didn't need this to last for a long time, and I just transferred them into kind of smaller vases after all of this was done. But I love how this looks because it really does look eventually like it's growing out of the flowers. So I've just gone in with one celosia at the moment and then one anthurium. And I feel like, see, one flower's fallen down, but I feel like because they are flowers that look quite whimsical and very vibrant, it lends itself to the theme very well. This is what I meant about the suction on the base of the flower picks, but I had to then play around and try to make sure that I was distributing the weight of the flowers evenly. Also, please excuse the black dot that you can see on the screen. That's actually from my lens. There isn't something on your TV. I probably should have said that at the beginning, just in case it's freaking you out a bit. But we're going to focus on the flowers and the tablescape here, okay? So this is me going in again with some more color. I've gone in with pink celosias now. And honestly, you could do something where it feels like you've got dahlias coming out of this, or roses, whatever your favorite flowers are. Hydrangeas could be an option, but they would be quite full. I would go for something that is kind of a bit more slender, and it can literally look like it's growing out of the grass. So that's why I've gone for anthuriums and celosias as well. But you can pick some of your favorite flowers, and this is me just covering up the base of the flower picks with some more moss, and that was me excited because I loved how it turned out. I absolutely loved how it looked, especially in person. Everything just felt like it was perfect. Then I went in with some iridescent charger plates that I have. They look bluey green on camera, like very light, but they kind of change color the more you see them in person. And then I went in with the dinner plate from the wax resist set, and absolutely once again love how these look. They're just elegant, they look timeless, they just look like they would work with so many different options. If you wanted to go bolder with your charger plates, these would still work well with it. And that's what I love about plates like this, because they're so versatile and they can work with so many different options. And this is what it looked like with just the plates on it. I wanted to see if I would add napkins, so I was playing around with kind of laying them between the starter plate and the dinner plate, but I don't think I loved the way that looked. And then I thought, okay, could I add a spare flower that I have? So again, I played around with the idea of tying a knot for the napkin and then kind of looping the anthurium in there. But again, I don't think I was fully feeling it. So in the end, I just decided it looked better just as is. And I absolutely love how it turned out. Like I said, if you wanted to lean more into kind of like an Alice in Wonderland theme, then you could add some more whimsical elements. But I thought this was stunning, and I think it would work really well for summer entertaining. Enjoy, guys.